So who are you and where are you from?
Great. Okay. So thank you, Christopher. So Joanne Callahan is my name, and I am all the way from Athy in County Kildare in Ireland, and I'm living here the last 10 years. Who I am is I'm an author. I've written a book called How to Get a Good Night's Sleep. Very passionate about sleep. I'm a speaker, and I'm also a podcaster. My podcast is Empowering Family Health. And I just love to empower people, Christopher, really, because to so many people are, they're so fearful, they're feeling hopeless, they're feeling like their power is taken away from them, they feel like they've no hope. And really, people, if they had their power, they could be more healthy, do things that would fulfill them in their life. And that's really who I am. That's what I'm about. And sleep is a massive part of that, because without sleep, we can't have a healthy lifestyle. So that's ultimately what I do and who I am.
Excellent. What is your story and your why?
My story, well, the reason why I got into all this health and wellness end of things was in 2007, my daughter died, and she died right on the day that she was due, which really, it's horrific, like when your own child dies before you. But on top of that, when I was very young, I was abused, and so therefore the death of my daughter was very, very hard to process. And during my whole journey of grief, I found a spiritual lady who helped me really love myself again, and forgiveness, what forgiveness was all about, and really connect with myself again, love myself again. And what I got out of that, Christopher, was the power of the mind, and everything is, as far as I'm concerned, about mindset. And this is what I want to put across to people: is really connecting with who you are, what it is that fulfills you, giving you back your power. And that's really what my story is. And where sleep came into that was my mentor asked me to write a book. And I was like, what book am I going to write about, And I went back to my massage clients, for massage and Reiki, and I done all the holistic therapies. And most of them, Chris, were finding it really difficult to sleep. They were tired, they were moody, they just didn't have enough energy getting through the day. So that's why I wrote the book on sleep. And really, it was when I wrote that book on sleep that I found out so much research that backed up, scientific evidence as to all the benefits of sleep, not just on a physical level, but emotionally. And there's so many people that have anxiety and depression right now, on all different levels and all different areas of our life, relationships, and how we view our perspectives on life. And so that's really why I'm so passionate about sleep as well as holistic health.
Excellent. How did you get introduced to the CEO?
So I met Jeanette Durham and I met Rory Scanlon, God, a good few months, last year now at this stage. And I went for a meeting in a coffee shop with them. Rory, I had done a little bit of work with him over the last couple of months, and he was telling me about this CO device. And I was really curious because he said a combined of light therapy, and it's a relaxation device, with audio, music, and that kind of thing. And it would help people to relax and help people who are really suffering with fatigue. And I was really curious about this and wanted to see if I could use it for myself and my own clients as well. So I met them in the coffee shop. They showed me the device. They put it on my head and gave me a little go of it. And I was just hooked straight away because I knew that the combination of the high tech in this CO device was going to be a game changer. And I bought it there and then. And I got it delivered within a week. And that's how I started using CO.
Excellent. Meditation or relaxation?
A bit of both, I suppose, depends. Relaxation is, well, in my opinion, and I think the biggest problem with people not being able to sleep is they can't wind down, they can't slow down. And for me personally, I think it's really important to have relaxation during the daytime. So just slowing everything down, because we were never meant to be on the go all the time. And, we have our circadian rhythm and we have natural lulls in the day. So it's natural to have some relaxation during the daytime, but also relaxation, it helps me to get focused. It helps me to be more disciplined in my daily tasks. And actually, I can perform so much better when I stop and slow down and do some relaxation. Meditation, I love meditation, especially I find it helps me personally with really connecting with myself, going on a different and more a deeper, right down into the subconscious, really helping to reprogram all those old beliefs, but also to dissolve away all those past stresses in my body as well. So meditation is really powerful. Meditation is more for me, I do that more kind of earlier in the morning to set me up for the day, and it really starts my momentum off very well as well. So yeah, I like a little bit of both.
Excellent. What CEO values do you relate to the most?
What values? Um, so I suppose one of my biggest values is integrity, um, because I believe, especially in this line of work as well, because there's a lot of therapists out there who, you know, they say all these wonderful, great things, but they're not practicing these things themselves. So really walking your talk and having the integrity to actually do what it is that you're telling your clients. So I think integrity, you have more power when you have integrity. And for me, it's really, really a valuable asset. And it just gives people their power when you have integrity, because you're really operating from a true place of who you really are. So integrity is a very big one for me.
I love that. Thank you so much, Johann. Why did you become a CEO ambassador?
Oh, well, I mean, when I saw this technology, this piece of technology, I just knew this was going to be a game changer straight away when I seen it. And when I started using the device, I obviously wanted to use it first before I started introducing to my clients. And what I found with the CEO device was, after doing a 30-minute session, it was a very gentle session that I did, one of the introductory sessions, and I found that I the relaxation, the tension in my body was, it was, I can't even describe it. It was just, I was so relaxed. And, you know, I have these neighbors and their dogs are barking continuously all the time, and they'd really trigger me so easy. And I found that after doing a couple of these sessions over a period of a few days, I wasn't triggered as easy. So the CEO, I just have to show this to my clients now. And because so many people are stressed, anxiety, they've upsets, they've concerns, and we're living in this level of consciousness of fear and upset and worry. And this CEO device, in my opinion, can help to lift people's vibration and really put them in a better place, a more empowering place where they can operate and respond to life and be with what is. So I think it just makes a person really more resilient. And that's how I found it for myself.
How did the CEO change your everyday life?
Well, as I said, it made me more resilient to life, okay? Because, you know, stuff happens in life, and a lot of people, you know, that you can look at it like a victim mentality thing, you know. I used to say, oh, look what happened to me, you know, and poor me and blah, blah, blah. But I found after using the CEO, and especially consecutively, I just found it made me more resilient. I could be with life, I could be with whatever circumstance or whatever situation that came up. I wasn't as triggered, and I could deal with it more effectively. I could also think more logically, and be creative to help solve this problem, whatever I was being presented with. And I also found my sleep is generally good anyway. I have tools and techniques. I am a sleep expert. So, but having said that, look, stuff happens during our life, and, you know, it could be something short term. But I found for myself personally, it really helped me be more resilient to life, but also to be more in control. Like, and that's really the key thing, is to have my power, where I could operate from a place of me making my own decisions and powerfully. So that's how I found CEO works for me in my everyday life.
Two more. Most memorable moment with the CEO.
The most memorable moment, when I got my device, it was like Christmas morning, opening up my package, and I didn't even want to charge it. Rory told me that I had to charge it for so many hours or whatever, and I was like, no, I just wanted to use it straight away. And I did what I was told. I used the program that he recommended for first time use, because this is a high tech device, so you can't just go using any programs. But I used the program he asked me to use, and I remember it was a 30-minute session. I remember after using it, I just felt this really deep relaxation in my body. But the more I used it, it enhanced even more a few days later, like, you know, every time that I was using it consecutively. And I was just like a child. I was back in my childhood again, if you like, with my brand new toy. And that was my most memorable moment, was actually receiving it in the post. And after my first session using it, I was like, because I've done meditation before and relaxation, listened to stuff on YouTube, but I've never experienced how quickly your body can just switch off and your mind can just switch off after even just one session. And that blew my mind away. Really, it did.
I can totally relate to that. What message would you like to send to the world?
Okay, I think, you know, we all have a responsibility here in the world, and we all we're all part of this one world, and we want to cooperate and collaborate together, and no more judgments and, you know, ranking ourselves against other people and competition. We really need to work together, and in order to do that, we need to be at our best version of ourselves, if you like. And using the PSiO product will help you get there. It will help you get your power back. And really, we all can do this. We all have the ability to be the best version of ourselves. And, you know, stop giving your power away to other people. Stop responding to external factors. Stop doing things just to please other people. When you use this PSiO device, it will have you be more resilient to life, and it will have you be in a much better place to make decisions and take control of your life again, and really get into that place where you can feel fulfilled. And ultimately, that's what we're all after as human beings. So that's my message, is, you know, to take back your power and be responsible for doing that.